Okay, so apparently I got disconnected. Life sucks. My router decided it was going to throw a hissy fit, so not good, basically. Yay! Anyways, I'm back. How you doing? I still don't know why that happened, but there we go. Let me just pop this up to 9. I think we should be okay with that one. There we go. Alright, okay, cool. Anyways. So, I'm back. Life is all good. Let's just hope all my chat comes back and people want to talk to me again. Anyways, let's carry on scrapping a ship. Yay! So I don't know where it cut off in the stream. All I know is it just disconnected. Do 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 do. Anyways, welcome back to all those people who were watching. It's most appreciated to have you all here again. Thank you for taking your time. Did you put 50 in a meter? Mate, 50p wouldn't get you nothing nowadays. Not even joking, right? We're gonna be like £2 for every half an hour or something. No, it's not £2 every half an hour. But the average day costs us quite a bit more than it used to. 50p. Oh. Like it. If it was 50p, I'd be alright. Nah, it's just a router reset. And it was like, ah, cool. And then it just went, just blipped offline. I was like, yay, I'm stuck. You go back to bed, buddy. What happened? Router. El Ruto decided he didn't want to hang on. So, yeah, there you go. Joys of modern day technology. Everybody wants everything to be digital nowadays. Back in my day. Cuddle. Cuddle. Give me a second. Little one's trying to go back to bed. It sucks. Freddo's not 20p. No, they're not 10p anymore. It's a rip-off. Kinder eggs are bloody... I'll talk about Kinder eggs in a minute. Kinder eggs? Oh, see what you say. I'll talk about those in a minute. That annoyed the smeg out of me the other day. Sleep tight, bud. So, the other day, because like Logan went to a birthday party, so they just left like Ollie at home on his own. I was like, you know, I sort of feel sorry for him. Okay, well, I'll buy him something. It's fine. And I had a spare quid. I had a pound coin, right, which we call a quid. So for anyone out there who's questioning what a quid is, it's a pound coin. It's what we use as our currency. So I felt sorry for him. So I went down the shop, picked up a bottle of drink for myself, one for the missus, and Ollie came with me. I said, right, Ollie, here's a £1. You know, but I'll get yourself a sweetie. You know, so I was being nice. Being nice. He was all good. And he picked up a Kinder egg and then took it to the counter. They scanned it through, and the guy behind the counter went, yeah, and it was £1.29. £1.20 bloody 9 for a Kinder egg. Now, if you're American and you don't quite know what a Kinder egg is, because you guys banned Kinder eggs because apparently they're dangerous, it's a little egg about so big, made of chocolate, hollow on the inside, comes with a little capsule in the middle, and you get a free toy. It's not free because it costs you the £1.29 for a bloody Kinder egg, so it's not free. But £1.29 for a slither of chocolate in the shape of an egg and a toy, and the toys are crap. Like they're throwaways. They're, you know, things that end up in landfills because they break or you lose the bit. That sort of thing. I've been seeing them in stores still. Are they actually in America? I thought they got banned in America because there was a choking hazard. They got Kinder Joy. They're cool. I mean, I like them, but they're a bit of a jip. Let's put it that way. But £1.29 for a bloody Kinder Egg. I was like, not even a quid anymore can do like a child some good stuff. But thankfully, there's a shop down the road, and we call it John's shop because the guy who owns it called John. So we go down there. If you want like sweets and stuff, he still does like a penny mix sort of thing. It's not quite a penny anymore because he does like 5p sweets and 10p sweets. So if I give the kids a quid and they go down there and pick up stuff for £1, it's all right. It just means that they can actually choose stuff. But most shops nowadays are so freaking expensive that not even a kid can get as much as they really want. You know, and the worst part is I can sit and just go, I remember the days. I remember the day when £1 used to buy me a bottle of drink, a packet of crisp, something else, and 10p's worth of sweets. Like that was just how much. That's just where money used to go. Nowadays, it's really hard for them. It's really annoying as well because it's like, you know, you get all the older people like myself and even people older than me, and it's like, well, it's not as bad as it used to be. It's like, no, it's worse. Back in my day. I think we're almost done with this one. We just got to start cleaning up. We're getting there. It's only taking what? I don't know how long was the last stream? Because then that'll tell you how long you got left, sort of thing. Your chat on screen is still from the old stream. Oh, really? Yeah, that probably is because it's stalled. Yeah, I can't really do much about that. Because that is on... I would have to turn OBS off and then just restart it, which sucks. Anti-client, how you doing, bud? So yeah, unfortunately, chat is broken. So it's because it got disconnected, and I was still live. It stalled basically. I should have turned OBS off and then sort of restarted it, but I didn't. So that's just unfortunate. It just have to stay there. I can turn it off. I'll just empty the screen for a sec. There you go. Now it shouldn't bother anybody. I don't want to keep doing this. This is the worst part about this game. Like, destroying stuff, fine, it's all good. Taking stuff apart, fine, it's all good. Picking up all the bits of metal afterwards, sucks balls. It really does. You have parts in your stream. Yeah, my stream's made up of, like, various different scenes. So in order just to run this part now, the main stream that you see, it doesn't look like much, does it? But the things I've got on here are like mainstream, so that's the actual screen you're seeing. Then you've got like alerts, so if anybody subscribes, it comes up in the top right hand corner. Audio output capture is something to do with my mixing, so I can actually do the music. Then I've got snip, which I should be playing because that's the actual ID for all the music that goes through my chat. Then I've got my camera layer. Then I've got my waveform visualizer, which is the bit below here, the little lines that are buzzing around the bottom. Then you've got Spotify, game audio, and game stream. That's literally just to do what I'm doing now, which is not even that complicated. It's just a lot of things to do one scene. Yeah, that's just to do what I'm doing now. So when someone says like, oh, a stream is really easy, oh, that's fine, I get it. But like when you look at mine doesn't even feel that complicated. When you look at like, I don't know, look at some of the really big streamers who have got all like the glitz and glamour and all the stuff they've got going on. You realise how much everyone puts into streaming when you see what they have on their sections. And you're like, wow, okay. It's a lot of stuff. Listen to streamers talk about this game makes me happy that I can watch and don't have to play the game to enjoy it. No, that's fair. I can understand that, because if you watch the right people who play this, they make it entertaining. If you listen to people playing it doesn't even matter what they're playing. Listening to people is just a good way of like being socially interactive. How do I start streaming and become a good streamer like me? Don't be me, because I'm not a good streamer. That's simple terms. I'm not a good streamer. I'm genuinely a bit of a bum. Like, most people who stream actually put a lot of effort into what they do. For me, I just play games and enjoy myself. Like, talking is something you do have to get used to. So a lot of your guy is bleeding. Probably. He's a hard worker. So when it comes to streaming, it's all about, for me, it's all about the interaction. It's all about talking. Like, being able to read the chat and everything is good. And you got a lot of good games. It's only because I get given them by some people. I do buy stuff, but I do get given quite a lot. So yeah, it's a bit like this. I got given this because it's out before the day of release. But when it comes to streaming, it comes down to interaction. Like, you're not gonna want to watch. You're not gonna want to sit there and watch somebody who's just a baked potato. And when I say that in the kindest manner possible. A baked potato in my is a person who sits there and just goes, "Yeah, guys." Hey, it's boring. So the one thing that I learned to do over the last sort of, I would say, 3 years, would be being able to talk about shit. Just any old bollocks. And it doesn't matter what it is, as long as you're talking, you're being interactive, you're talking to people, you're giving them something to, number one, listen to, or number two, interact with. And it's a bit like being in a podcast. So the difference is if you ever do a podcast, you've got an agenda. You're sitting there talking about specific subjects, or you're doing something very sort of niche down. For me, streaming is that. I'm able to sit here, talk about whatever I want and do whatever I want, and I'm all good. And generally, I don't mind just sitting here talking about anything. I do get a bit like... The reason why I can't do this daily is because of how it affects me the next day. And you might see this tomorrow, because my idea is to stream tomorrow. The problem with streaming is it takes quite a lot out of me, because I'm constantly talking for X amount of time. When I did the only time I've done this is a couple of years back, when it was just me, Kerry, and Tiny Logan. And Tiny Logan was easy to move around. And Tiny Logan went down to his nan's for a couple of days with his mum, Kerry, right? And they went down to her mum's, and I was left on my own devices for a couple of days. It was like, I get a rest. And then she got a rest because her mum would look after Logan as well. So there's me sitting here going, what am I going to do? I could do this. And I did a 24-hour live stream after being awake for 16 hours, which was stupid. Alright, so for 16 hours before it, I was like, I'm going to do a 24-hour live stream. I was up for 44 hours, and I did. And by the end of that live stream, I was shattered. But I tried to keep talking until I was getting to a point where I was falling asleep. And I'll never do it again. Doing like a 6-hour live stream is about where I would draw my limits nowadays. 6-hour live streams, I would say that's a good live stream. If I could do it from 6 till midnight, I'll do it. It's fine. But you have to try and talk for 6 hours. And if you're not used to talking for 6 hours, or you're not doing something for 6 hours, then you'll never do it for 6 hours. You'll get bored. So that's why I learned how to talk. And learning to talk on a stream and being able to keep a conversation going for more than 5 seconds is quite difficult. Especially if you're tuned to a quick conversation with people. You know, if you go to work for 8 hours a day and you talk to your co-workers, guarantee your co-workers are right, "You all right, mate? How you doing? Did you have a good weekend? Brilliant. Catch you later. I'll go and talk to you over on next coffee." And then 3 hours later, you talk to that person when you're having a coffee. But for the other 3 hours, you're not really doing much. So you have to teach yourself to talk for long periods of time, which is not easy. It's stupid. So yeah, that's how I survive as a streamer. I survive because I talk too fucking much, and I swear, because that's just how I am. It's not gonna stop. Let's put it that way. In a live stream, you get Hybridsteel uncensored, without nudity, thankfully. I think if it was nudity, I'd be on OnlyFans, but then there'd be sort of real weird select people like chiming into that one. I would probably say that I'd probably get quite a good gay following who like bears, because that's about it. I'm not going to try it either. I think OnlyFans is for young people or people with foot fetishes. Oh, I'm digging myself a really fucking big hole. It's fine. Any news on Beer Factory, mate? I haven't. No, I saw the. I haven't seen anything since the prologue. Uncensored, you had me scared. Well, it's like Hybridsteel uncensored. It's like I'll just spurt out whatever's on my mind. I've only ever deleted one live stream because of that, and that was just because where someone asked me quite a politically charged question, and I answered it. I just sat and just went, I could see this coming back to haunt me in a couple of years' time if I ever got famous. So I removed the stream. It was one of those if I voice my opinion, then people will really not like it. So only once, and then from there I'll be caged about what I say, but what I do say is honesty. I'll tell you how I feel. What happened to the Car Factory game? In all honesty, and I mean this is me being completely honest, I can't figure out how to turn it into a video series. I know Claus has spoken about it, but I looked at that game, I went, I really like this. I bought it because I bought the game itself. My problem is I sat there and just went, how can I make this into a series? Or how can I at least turn this into something that's worth watching? That was the problem with it. So I've still got it. I haven't sold it. I don't know how to turn it into something that's worth watching, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That'll do. I still don't know how they're floating. Oh, okay, they're not. Whoa, that's high. Hold on. Right, no, it's just a lot of picking things up. And if you just stream it because you wouldn't watch it, I don't know. I mean, streaming would be a bit. I would probably be able to stream it. Yeah, definitely. I watched somebody else actually do a series on it, and he does it he'll talk about everything. He'll talk about this, that, and the other. He'll talk about the actual way everything's working. And I sat there and just went, how can I make this into something that's not his? Because I don't mind copying people's game ideas, but I don't like copying people's the way they talk about things. I prefer that to be just more me, because I feel like if I'm going to actually play a game, it's going to be my opinion over everybody else's sort of thing, or the way I speak, or the way I do stuff. Oh, gotta do a lot of picking up. This is the worst part about this game. The absolute worst part. It's where I just need a giant magnet to take everything away. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I could if I've got nothing to do, yeah, I could stream it. But between now and Christmas, I think it's going to be like I'm going to get like a steady income of games. It's Pickup Simulator. Yeah, exactly this. I think it's going to be, okay, you've got this game, and this game to play. Alright, cool. Because there's also, I'm going to be, because I'm going away at the end of August. I'm having a week off. I'm going up to see my parents, which I haven't seen since like Christmas. Get to go and have a chat, hang out, fix my brother's computer because he's a donut. Just do a couple of things that just more family, and that's all good. The downside is that I've got no ideas for like content. I'm like, okay, so what can I do? What I need to like fill a week. So that week when I'm away, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna do like random videos. I've already installed Lawnmower Simulator, so you will get one of those videos. So if you like lawn mowing, you might like that video. I might do one of these as one of those videos as well, where I can just do like a little boat and I can smash it up for an hour and I can talk to you guys whilst doing it. You know, like, oh, I could turn it into a little bit of a scenario, like El Jefe has decided he's going to hire me to break apart a small boat, yada yada, and we can, you know, turn it into a little story, that sort of thing. And just sort of go from there. So I just need like 3 or 4 solid video ideas. I've got a couple of things to do on my garage as well. What time am I streaming? UK time, about 6-7 o'clock, depending on kids. So all comes down if they're going to be like good, bad, if they keep getting up, so on and so forth. So I have to decide on them as well. So yeah, I've got various little things that I can do to fill time, which is good. I just need to do them, and I haven't got a long time to go. So for the next sort of, I would say for the next week or two, I'm going to be like stupid busy in the background doing stuff, just trying to cover my ass whilst I'm not here, basically. Yeah, so I mean right now it's 10 to 10 at night, so 4 hours ago that's when I'd be, well, yeah, 4 hours is like when I'd be streaming, roughly 3 to 4 hours. So there you go. This time tomorrow I will be streaming. I don't know what time it is for you guys. Oh, Picking Up Simulator sucks balls. 350. There you go. That's when I'll be about next. Should be. But then I am looking for like a project as well. And when I say a project, I mean a game that, I mean, we had this conversation at the beginning where someone was like, oh, you need to niche down. And I get that. I am looking for a game where I can sit there and play it for years on end. And like really sort of like get into something. And then I've looked at like GTA, because I think GTA 6 is going to be like something that's going to be ridiculously large. I think it's going to take a lot of time. I think there's going to be a lot of video ideas in it as well. And that's something I might pursue, because I'm a big GTA fan. I've been a big GTA fan since the first one. I've been playing it since the first one. I've played every GTA since the first one. And I do mean everything. I've played every GTA game since. And I think it might just be one of those things that I have thought about starting a new channel based on that only. You play Minecraft? No. I've never played Minecraft. I don't want to play Minecraft. I don't even want to look at the Minecraft. The problem with Minecraft is that so many people play it, and the only way I played GTA London. I had that on the PlayStation. Front of the case was a Union Jack with the words GTA in the middle. Yeah. I can't remember much about it, but I played it. I owned it. I remember playing GTA so much that until I was able to get online, so this was like when I first got my Xbox 360, I'd moved out. I was 20. How old was I when I bought my first console? Myself, like in my own house. I was 23, 24. It was 2006 when I moved out. So I was 23 years old, 24. I bought my Xbox 360. I bought a TV and a copy of Grand Theft Auto. And that kept me going on the old Xbox. Or was it that? Or did I buy something else as well? I think I bought Halo as well. And Call of Duty. I remember when Xbox crashed because both those games came out at the same time, which was a stupid idea. Having to put London disc in, then GTA, then yeah. I remember those days. It was almost as bad as blowing on a cartridge and hoping it would work. Even though it didn't do nothing. I find that funny to this day. Blowing on a cartridge never made it actually work. It was just giving it a reseating. That was the thing that worked. Kids these days don't know. I completely agree. Mate, I remember the days of dial-up broadband. 56k connections. AOL voice, like chat boxes. I'm... You weren't born by the shadows. I was grown by them, moulded by them. That was my internet life. My internet life for a really long time was Diablo 2, AOL chat rooms, and 56k modems. And having to pay for it as well. Because it wasn't my computer or my phone line, I had to pay to play Diablo. Like, so I owned Diablo on the household computer. And then, in order for me to play it, I had to put money into a little box that would go towards the phone bill. That was how I had to do the internet back in the day. Because everyone wanted me to pay for stuff because that was just how it was. So if I wanted to play Diablo every night for a week, I had to have £7 on me. I had to put £7 into a pot to play Diablo for an hour every day. Should give a kid a Spectrum ZX. My uncle, he's still got a Dragon 32, and last time he checked it was still working. Get one of those for people to wait. You have to wait around for half an hour for the tape to load. People don't know they're born nowadays. Back in my day, Petridge Farm, remembers? Yeah. I can still sit here to this day when people just go, what was life below? Like, what was life like before this? Like in the last in our lifetime, I'd say I'm going to assume you're about the same age as me, David B. You're probably born in the 80s, maybe late 70s. So you probably remember everything, like life before a mobile phone, life before the internet, life before CDs, that sort of thing. And I find it funny when one person I was speaking to was like, I remember black and white TV. And the reason why I remember black and white TV is because we had an old black and white TV. Me and my brother, we had an old black and white TV in our bedroom until we got an old colour TV that had 4 channels and one of the little knobs was broken. So we only had 3 channels. And people go, well, that must have been like years ago. It's like, no, that was like, it wasn't that long ago when you consider how fast technology has moved nowadays. And it's yeah, explaining that to kids nowadays is quite funny because they think that everything is like how it is now, but it wasn't. And this is why I sort of like, my parents were quite young when they had me. My parents were my mum was 18, so she was very young when she had me. And I sort of identify more with Gen X than I do with a millennial because I was born right on the end of the Gen X spectrum. I'm like, I'm infused by the Gen X ways of stuff. Like, what about this? Just go out and do it. What about this? I might hurt myself. Have fun. If you hurt yourself, you hurt yourself. Oh, but what about this? Don't care about it. Just go and do it. Be happy. Don't come home until it's dark. That sort of thing. I mean, nowadays a little bit more difficult considering the dangers of the modern world, but yeah, there's a lot of things I miss about like the older years that people could learn from. My first mobile phone, if the battery died, you could replace it with a couple of AA batteries. Oh man, my first phone was a Vodafone something, and I can't remember the code and the number. I actually found a picture of it the other day on Google, and the whole back part of the phone was the battery, and I bought it off my mate for 10 quid because my parents, they said, oh, you could have a mobile phone if you bought it yourself. Now my mate had just upgraded to a Sony Ericsson block. It looked like a fucking Breeze block thing, but it was a good phone, and he sold me his Vodafone for like a tenner. I was like, I've got my first mobile phone, and then I had to use super glue to put the aerial back on because it was broken. Yeah, back in the day when we had aerials on our phones. Crazy life, crazy. So I'm sort of glad I'm the age I am. I've seen a lot of progression in life, and I've seen a lot of progression in tech. I'm a little bit scared of some of it now because I feel that some of it could be the downfall of humanity as we see it. But we'll see how things get treated. I think AI could be a problem. If it gets any smarter, AI could be a real issue. AI is taking over. It is a little bit, yeah. I mean, there's still limitations on it, which is quite handy. I use AI for some of the thumbnail stuff I do. That's literally about it. I don't really use it to like how everyone else is using it. But I do see it. I mean, I know that the Screen Actors Guild are scared of it for like writing scripts and stuff. And so they should be scared of it because their writing over the last sort of few years has been tosh. It's been crap. So yeah, even a trained monkey could do a better job than them at the moment. So yeah, they should be scared of AI. I hope though it starts being tamed a bit where people don't rely on it as much, but it's good as a business partner. The screen fell off. Oh my god, on a Fitbit. Wow. They're supposed to be really good though. Admittedly, saying that, like Kerry had a smartwatch, but like she's had a few of them, and one of them was like, I mean, one of them was made by a company called Fossil, and then that stopped working. And then another one she had that like it was like, oh, okay, it doesn't quite do this properly. We'll have to buy another one. But it's like, you know, I don't know. For me, I just don't wear one. I tried. Everyone was like, hey, you need one of these. You need one of this. Like, the only reason why I'm wearing it is because everyone keeps telling me. So I took it off. I didn't like them. I don't even wear watches. The phone, my phone is literally I text on it because I get texts from companies and things that I have to keep on tab. Occasionally I'll check, what else do I check on there? I check Facebook on my phone, and I listen to music. That's quite handy, having music at my hand. Good evening, Hybrid. Nice to see you playing this. Purple Dude, how you doing? There was a stream before this. I died. Well, I didn't die. My internet did. But I think tech has a place, and I'm sort of seeing this from, I would say, a more sort of mature point of view now, is that tech has a place to help you out in life. If you rely too heavily on it, though, you miss out, and you miss a lot of things going on. Because I feel this is what people are end up doing now, and they've been doing it for years anyway, but it's like burying yourself in like your mobile phone or burying yourself in a computer. If you haven't got a reason to be on it, or you know that is your pure case of entertainment, having a social life is quite important. And you see, you go out nowadays, everybody's on their phone. Even you're just sitting down eating a meal, everybody's on their phone. No one really talks to each other. So what's the point of going out if that's how you're going to be around people? When I go out with my family, like I'll be talking to the kids, or I'm paying attention to what's around me, and you see a lot of people just walking around like plugged into their phones. I'm like, life. You need life. You need social, or you become a potato. Zombies, yeah. Very much so. We're halfway through this boat. This is taking way too fucking long. All I've done for the last 36 minutes is pick up all this shit. Oh no. It's pickup simulator. Just without the nice looking woman at the end of it. It's not a pickup. Or it's not a Ford F-150. I need a pickup. Pickup. There's so many panels here. Up we go. I need a drink. Hopefully I get to upgrade quite a lot of stuff, because I've already done the missions for this boat, which is good. The contracts are completed. That's fine. It means I should have a couple of upgrades to put into it, and this means not only can I afford a nice big boat to like take hours and hours and hours to destroy, I can upgrade my stuff. And that's the plan. Pepsi Max. I don't really drink much. People keep saying I should be sponsored by Pepsi, because all I drink on stream 99% of the time is Pepsi Max. I can't drink I can't drink normal stuff. I can't drink Pepsi. I can't drink Coke. I can't drink full fat drinks. You mean hours and hours? Yeah. Yep. Hours and hours of pickup sim. Now, thankfully, when I did the video, you guys didn't see like all of the pickup stuff. So for the last sort of like while, you guys have actually watched what goes into making a video for this game, and 99% of this would just be cut out. I wouldn't even be talking. I'd turn the mic off. I'll put on like Seinfeld or something for an hour, and I'll just pick up crap off the floor doing this. I use old TV shows as fillers for myself, so I don't have to sit here and pay attention to what I'm doing. Like, to put this into perspective, the last couple of days I've been playing Out of Ore. I've been digging a hole. And even like when I was talking to Kerry, and I said, you can come and look at the hole I've built, and it's just literally just a hole in the floor. She was like, nah, that's alright. It's not exciting. That's why I won't really make videos of it. The WAN show could be good for playing this. Yeah, oh no, I have the WAN show playing on a Saturday morning. Every morning. Every Saturday morning I have the WAN show, so I've probably already listened to it before I even start doing videos. I normally have Netflix on the background whilst I'm doing things like this, because there's no point in recording it, there's no point in talking about it, and there's no point in showing it, because no one wants to watch this. No one wants to sit here and watch like a 3-hour breakdown on a video watching me take apart a boat like this. They want to watch the good bits, they want to listen to the commentary, they want to have a laugh. Just mind-numbing. Skip, 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 skip. Giant magnet. That's all I want. Attach a magnet to that. Just drag it through this and be done. Oh, 24 hours of this. No, I'd be bored shitless. Like, I think if I had to do this for 24 hours, I would rather go and watch the Barbie movie than do this for 24 hours. And that's saying something. I don't even want to go and watch that thing. But I would rather watch that than spend 24 hours picking up bits and pieces off the floor. I don't mind doing it in short bursts, like for a video, but I'm not doing this for 24 hours. Andrea Stefan, thank you very much for subscribing. Most appreciated. Thank you. That's if you're watching. If you're not watching and you just subscribed from a video, you don't even know I'm talking to you. Spooky. But yeah, don't forget, I do make videos. You can go and watch those as well. It's all good. So after this, if you want to watch more of me, I don't know if you actually would, but you'll be watching more of the screen, because I don't do videos with cameras anymore, which I have considered going back on. I have considered making videos with me in the camera again, but then I've considered not doing that as well. I'm in a little bit of a quandary with that idea at the moment. Come on, we're only what, 2 panels away? It's the picking up boxes that have thrown afterwards too. Yeah, it's really annoying. Oh, for God, Jeebus, help. Someone. Put me out of my misery. Look at all the pain and suffering I go through for your entertainment. 20,975 kilograms my truck is holding. That truck is an absolute beast. That's what? That's a lot of weight. Don't even know what that is in tonnage. Quits game, loads up Slime Rancher. Hey, Slime Rancher is cool. I like Slime Rancher. I stopped making videos though about Slime Rancher because, in fairness, when I was playing Slime Rancher 2, everyone else was playing Slime Rancher 2. I did a couple of videos for it, and it was like, I can't compete with people. But when I did Slime Rancher, I did Slime Rancher last year, and generally got a half decent response for that. Like for the amount of viewers that I normally get, the response to that was all right. And I was like, hey, cool, Slime Rancher 2 is coming out soon. And then it all just died again because everyone else was playing Slime Rancher 2. I was like, you know what, if I'm going to play Slime Rancher 2, I need to do it like 2 years later. Like after everyone else has finished it, no one cares anymore. You like the videos. That's cool, thank you. But I think for me it's more, I like talking when it comes to like doing my videos. So maybe I just need to be a bit more like freestyle. You got the game because of me. Yeah, Slime Rancher's cool. Slime Rancher 2, a lot more going on. But I fell into the trap again, and I've done this a few times, where like a group of big YouTubers, the ones I sort of follow and occasionally sort of like listening on conversations, is Dre, Real Civil Engineer, Grey Still Plays, I'm Cade, and a few others. Like, they'll be like, hey, cool, by the way, guys, this game's coming out soon. And I'll be like, hey, everyone else is going to play this game. Slime Rancher 2 was one of those games. Everyone played it, and I was sitting there going, why aren't I getting those views that they're getting? And it's like, this is because I only have like an 11,000 at the time subscriber channel, and they've got like 1 million. I'm like, yeah, there's the problem. So I have lowered my expectation of how many views I get on videos, mainly because I've seen people like, I mean, look at Jacksepticeye, for instance. He's got, what, 30 million subscribers, and occasionally hits like 1 million views. So 90% of his audience don't watch his channel. They're just subscribed. I'm like, it sort of starts to make sense when you start seeing the bigger YouTubers' numbers and then comparing it to like you, and there's like, actually this is about normal. And I do watch the guru channels, and like, well, you know, you can get thousands and thousands of views. It's like, yes, you can, if you're doing something that generally lots and lots of people are quite interested in doing. When it comes to gaming, I would say gaming is a little bit more difficult, because if you're just doing what I do, like Let's Plays, you don't normally get a lot of views. You get a fraction of what your subscriber rate is. Mr. Beast, yeah, Mr. Beast has got 100 and something million subscribers, and he does all right. But then he does a lot of mainstream stuff. Yeah. People watch his stuff because they're conditioned to watch his stuff. And it's a psychological thing. Everyone sits there and says, you should watch Mr. Beast because his videos are amazing. I unsubscribe from Mr. Beast. Because when people say they're amazing, they're very, very adrenaline fueled. Unless he does something for charity now, I don't really watch his channel. Like, he emptied 5 convenience stores and donated it all to like local charity. I'll watch that because that's generally a nice, good video. He's doing it for a reason. He's putting money back into a community. He's putting it back into beast philanthropy, and that's all good. But I won't watch one. I won't watch one of his videos that are just like, hey, on today we're gonna blow up 300 canisters of links, because I can do that myself, and I don't really care. I mean, technically I should do that because it would be a really cool video, but the over-the-top stuff is good for people who are, I think he aims, a lot of his content is for people under 25. Really. If you think about his majority audience, they're under 25. A lot of those people that subscribed to him when he was old, when they were younger, they probably don't watch now. He's over 300 million subscribers with all of his channels. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is Axe over there. Lynx is Axe. It's the mainstream deodorant that every man wears. But yeah, it's nearly 200 million subscribers, and he'll get what, 70 million views on a video. And then you sit there and realize that the actual, like, the ratio of like viewer to subscriber rate is down, because it's not getting even he knows. And he's because I've listened to Daryl Eves talk about this. Jimmy is so obsessed with making the greatest video ever that even if a video gets 50 million views in the first 24 hours, he sees that as a failure. I would see that as a life set up already for me. 50 million views, I'd be able to live for a year and not have to charge anything for my videos for the next year. I think I'd be able to live on 50 million views. Nearly there. Just this row and that row to go. And then we need to get rid of the whole hole. But yeah, I mean, his creativity and everything he does, it's really cool. But I preferred, if a video got 50 million views and the amount of sponsored, yeah, exactly. I would probably end up doing a Linus, like I'd segue to a sponsor twice in a video, that sort of thing. But I think my expectations of my YouTube life are, if I got to 100,000, like 100,000 subscribers, and I was pulling 300,000 to 400,000 views a month, I think I'd be all right with that. I don't really have much of a high expectation. What I have is, I enjoy what I do, and what I do right now helps pay some bills, so it makes things a little bit easier. Not great, but a little bit easier, you know. And I don't have to like sit around and beg for 15 quid here and there. I can sort of supply that myself, because the problem with like how we live is we don't have like wages because of our situation. I always said that when people say how much do you need to live on, I actually worked this out. I would need £40,000 a year. So if I wanted to go full time on YouTube and I was earning it, I'd need £3,000 a year, £3,000 a month. £3,000 a month, I would be able to pay my bills, pay this, pay that, keep everybody going, pay for the food and everything else in this house, and be all right. And that would cover everything. The Found Believer. How you doing, buddy? Does anyone have a wage these days? Well, I mean, we're a benefit family, so no, we don't have one. I'm a full-time carer for my wife, who is, she's now certificated as disabled, blue badge and everything, because after she went through chemo, it buggered her up, basically. So yeah, that's how we live. So yeah, when I answer those questions on Twitter, when the questions come up like, how much do you need for this? How much would you do for this, that, and the other? I'm like, yeah, that's how it is. I'd be able to survive on $3,000 a month. I mean, yeah, Kerry going through cancer was testing. I got to be honest. I mean, even nowadays she goes, you know, it felt like I'd sort of abandoned her, but what I was doing was, she was resting a lot because she was going through chemo and all the other stuff that she had to deal with, which wasn't great, because she went through chemo and gastroparesis at the same time, which screwed up. So she couldn't be treated for gastroparesis because she was being treated for cancer. After she was treated for cancer, then she was able to be treated for gastroparesis. So instead of being fixed within X amount of time that chemo was allowed, gastroparesis set in, so it took her 3 years to get through that small amount, and then it all went through. Your uncle died of lung cancer on Tuesday. Shit, man. My thoughts and condolences go out to you and your family, man. That sucks. That's fucked up. But yeah, because Kerry went through everything she did, and now it's the after symptoms and all the stuff that she's now being treated for. Life's never going to go back to the way it was, so we just deal with it. We carry on. And I mean, I would say that I went partially mad during that time, because Kerry couldn't help me deal with the kids, so I was dealing with them 24/7. And then if I was needed by her, I would deal with that as well. And there was no time for me. No, that's fine. That was okay. But it taught me a valuable lesson of like what I need to do just to get through certain things. And I put a lot of me like looking after myself aside, because I wasn't the most important thing. The most important thing was getting my kids through everything, dealing with that and being happy. I would come on here and stream and I would be fine, because it was giving me like an hour or two away from being in here. And being I don't have a job, and I was inside 24/7. We went through, that was the other thing, we went through COVID at the same time, so we couldn't go out. Yeah, well, it was an escape because we couldn't go outside because we live in a block of flats. So all our front doors are next door to each other. So if you go outside your front door during the COVID time, you could have been arrested for being within 6 foot of your neighbour. It's like, fuck this. Couldn't go out in the back garden unless it was like late at night when no one else was around because of COVID. So we went through COVID, Kerry went through cancer and gastroparesis all at the same time. And that was, I would say that was like next level stress. And then you had people on the you had like celebrities on Twitter going, well, I've just been out in the garden, I've just walked around, I've done this. Good for fucking you. You don't live in this situation. And it was like no one understood really what anybody was going through in a block of flats unless you lived in that situation. It was horrible. Yeah. So all of that on top, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm just sort of done. And I think after that, my social life died after that because, you know, obviously going through COVID, no one really talked to anybody. Everyone was online. Everyone was on Facebook. Everyone was sort of living, you know, away from everybody. And I think everyone got used to being away from people, and I think that's what made it harder for people. Because if you look at, like, if you go into a town nowadays, there's not as many conversations. There's not many people like stopping and talking in the street. Everyone just sort of avoids each other, and it doesn't feel as social anymore. I feel that like COVID killed like the social star. Like the only way that anybody can ever having a conversation now is that if you come online and talk to a streamer or you're listening to a podcast now. But I really feel that because like we all went through COVID, we all went through those lockdowns, no one really does anything anymore. I have your stream opened 352 times because an auto clicker accidentally. Hey, spike of views. I work in the bar industry and it's still. Yeah, I mean, I remember before the smoking ban. I was a DJ at the time when the smoking ban came in. Man, that hit hard. And I can't even imagine how hard like COVID has hit, like, you know, restaurant business and things like that. I mean, the smoking ban hit hard when it first hit because you just saw everybody sort of just take a step back and go, well, I want a cigarette, I'm going outside. And then people just stopped going out. I mean, nowadays, like we've had, I would say locally, we've probably shut like 10 bars in a 10-mile radius of where I live. There's, I don't know, probably half as many pubs still open now because they just can't keep their business. If you laugh, you have to stream for another 2 hours and you don't get it. Ah, no, I'm going to bed, mate. Well, no, I won't go to bed. I'm recovering. I think it's because I've eaten too much. My diaphragm is killing me. So all down one side, it's like, it hurts. But I get this from time. I think there's a problem with getting old, is that that's been happening for about 1.5 years now. It just feels uncomfortable sometimes, so I just stretch out. But yeah, it was a testing time, but it definitely made me think, like really sort of consider things and sort of look into things and trying to figure me out a bit more now. You know, because now obviously I'm not in like I don't have to be here like in here all the time. I can just walk out and be happy. But it made me look into me as more of a person than anything, because I had to learn how to control myself more. I'm still an angry person. I mean, I'm grumpy some of the time. I've got a short temper, and I know this, but I had to try and sort of figure all that out during COVID, so I didn't go around smashing walls in and things like that. And the only time I hurt myself, and get this, like the only time I properly hurt myself was after all the lockdowns and happened. Kerry was in hospital for I think she was in because she was going to have an operation like the following day. So this was a really inconvenient time. She was in hospital for having like an op, and that night, as I was putting the kids to bed, Ollie backed up on me as I was putting him into bed, as I was going into their room. So he'd backed up onto me, made me lose my footing, and instead of landing on him, which I would have really seriously hurt him because I'm a heavy man, I punched a wall. Well, I punched the door frame. As I stopped myself one side and went through the door frame on the other, and I gave myself a fracture down one side of my hand. So I had to drive to hospital with one arm because I didn't know how bad my hand was. My neighbours had to look after my kids because I didn't know when I was going to be coming home. And I was in hospital texting Kerry, who was literally upstairs from where I was. So I was in reception downstairs. Kerry was on the next floor up. And it's like, we're both in hospital, but we're not seeing each other. It was one of those times you just sit and just go, you couldn't make this up. You're going to go to Tesco's. Catch you later, mate. You have a good one. Now we're taking apart the hull. Oh, we've almost finished this boat, guys. It's only been 4 hours. Four hours, man. I mean, this bit's taken me an hour. It's taken me an hour to literally clean up all that crap. How many members do you have on your channel? I think it's 40. I can't remember. Do you want me to actually find out? Give me a second. Oh no. Oh no, now I don't know. Am I still streaming? I should still be streaming. Yeah, okay, cool. I think I'm still streaming. Yeah, I'm still streaming. Okay, I literally just switched YouTube around. Members on my channel. Let me go down to earn, which is where it is. Memberships in total we have, or I have 38 members, which has gone down since the middle of May. So there was a big spike during the it was during the time of Hybridsteel when the update came out. There was like a big spike of members then, and then it just sort of, everyone's just gone off. And the main reason why is because people buy, like, they'll spend 20-30 quid on like other people being members, and then those people do not renew their memberships. So it's why I don't really like the membership thing in YouTube. And the main reason why, yeah, okay, someone can gift you 20 members. That's awesome. Those 20 people will not renew. Another game I got because of you. Ah, yeah, Hydroneer is a good one though. I would say, I mean, Hydroneer is, I can understand why people find it boring. I can understand why people find it slow. But I do understand when people get addicted to it. Because, in fairness, I think I've got an addiction to Hydroneer. At the moment, it's like being a gambler. I'm sort of quelling my thirst for it. I don't really need it. But when the update comes through, I'll be back in and be like, hey, screw it, Hydroneer, and just jump on it again. Is it going to tell me that it can't do it because of these things here? Yep. That's exactly what it's going to do. So it cannot pick up the pieces because of this. Oh, can you stop? There's quite a few people. I mean, I've come across quite a few people who say, "Oh man, I'm so glad you played Hydroneer because I really enjoy it. I got in it because of you." It's like, awesome. I don't get paid commission. You're paying max. That's how it is. If you bought it because of me, then I sort of feel humbled you watch my videos. Thank you very much for the support. But I don't get paid for every person who bought it. I don't get paid for everyone who does things for it. I got paid once when I was in the Hydroneer load, because Max has got this really cool thing. If you're part of the community management team, so people who take their time out to help others and so on and so forth. I was in it for a couple of months, and what he started doing was he started paying some of us. Well, he started paying us. Then it was like, yeah, I'll give you X amount of money because of you being on the mod team and this and that. And I was like, excellent, that's cool, thank you very much. And then, like, I stopped being a mod. The reason why I stopped being a mod partially was like because I was a bit of an arsehole to someone. Secondly, I'm a content creator, so I wasn't always around. I think I'm done. I finished the boat. Bloody hell. Oh, 25,000 kilograms of scrap, man. That was a long boat. Now let's go and buy a big one. Love the handbrake in this game. It's so good. Right, here we go. Oops. It's a lot of alloy, a lot of metal. So much metal. And all of this was on the back of one truck. Oh no, we went wrong. I don't get this. Money combo $6.75. So all of that translated into, I don't really care. We're fine. Did I get paid for that? Oh yeah, no. Now I get paid. So $6 in like bonus. Now I need to go and upgrade. Actually, let's go and upgrade first. Hi, mate. Yeah, I would like to buy stuff. And what happened to the live stream? My connection dropped out. My router just decided, hey, I'm gonna like disappear. Grumpy Nomad, thank you very much for kicking by. Steering Aerofog, and that was roughing a great Hulk cut down. Yeah, it's awesome. Right, we'll order that. So now I've got saw level 3. We're all good. Torch is being upgraded. Crate level. Let's upgrade my gloves as well. Don't need rope extender. Right, so we've got like 39,000 kilograms of iron or alloy left. 241 kilograms of oil. Let's upgrade. Let's buy all of this. Saw blade level 4. Okay, torch level 3. Yeah. Crate, you're going up a level. Alright, cool. So $197 left. I've spent $200 and something on upgrades. Hammer. It's hammer time. 115%. Yeah. Anonymous just tipped $20. Boom. I don't know who Anonymous is. Thank you very much for the tip. It's most appreciated. Thank you. Saw blade order. Torch upgrade. Damage level 2. Yay me. Because I love him. Oh, thank you very much, matey. Now I know who Anonymous is. Well, one of the Anonymouses. Thank you. Rope upgrade. Let's do this. Right. So that's all of my tools upgraded once again. Like the two main ones you're using are hammer and saw. Everything else, just take a little bit of time. It's good. So I've got 157 doll hairs left. Let's go and see what I can buy for $150. I don't know if I want to start a new boat, but we can see what we can buy. 157 bucks. $200 is that one. So what we just did a $75 boat. This one here, right? That's the one we've just done. So let's scrap that off. Everything disappears. It's all good. Yeah, I know. I know. Okay. So $200 is chilling turtle. That's so I don't have $200. Oh no, I do. I could sell my stuff. Like that's actually not a bad idea. Let's just flog off what I've got left. Hey man, nice jumpsuit from the 90s. Sell. $937. I'm just gonna get rid of everything. Don't care. Yes. $4.37 for oils. Equipment, $70. There we go. Right, $1,000. $1,000. My guy can officially retire. It's all good. Cheers. What can we buy for $1,000? That one. 400. Holy crap. Jeebus. This is $1,200. Oh my god. Look at these boats. 2,000. I think that would be like end game. If I get round to buying the Armanio Ardigliani, is that how I spell it? Armanio Ardigliani. Yeah, I was right. If I get around to doing that, that's going to be a long series. That's like 5 videos in one boat. Oh man, I think we got $400, so I'm going to buy the container ship. Yeah, that's fine, mate. See, that's why I have that link. So if anybody goes, well, you know, can I donate to you without having to donate to YouTube? Yeah, you can. There's a link. You can do that. That's fine. Whew. Okay, so I can't buy anything. I could buy this one. $400. That's a big boat. Yeah, we'll buy it. Oh, okay. I'm not going to do this one tonight because it's 20 to 11 now. I'm going to go and have a look at it. Holy crap. Oh no. What have I done? Oh, you know when I say like, hey, we're going to do a live stream. Oh, that's just sickening. Ends up needing explosive. Yeah, I'll probably end up buying it, don't worry. I've got $600. We're good. Holy moly, 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 moly. You know what I don't... How do you like the new game? I like it. Personally, I actually do like it. It's a lot of work, though. I mean, a lot of work. Where's the engine room? The engine room's going to suck. There's part of the engine. go down again. Oh, oh, it's scary. There's an engine. So this is the back of the boat. There normally would be a drive shaft right here. So that's fine. But yeah, this, everything above has to be come out before this comes out. So everything above has to come out before this comes out. This is monstrous. Wow. Here's the front end. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a big job. So, this is what's gonna happen. Next time I live stream, it won't be tomorrow because tomorrow I'm not sure if Out of Oars update is going through tomorrow. If not, then I'll be doing something else. But this is gonna be a long stream. Yeah, it literally just took us 4 hours to do a half this boat. 3 videos. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure how to start this. I'm not sure how to finish it. I'm not even sure how I would go about like recording for it. But if whatever I do to it, yeah, whatever I do to it, it's gonna take me a while to figure this one out. So guys, if you have enjoyed this live stream or anything I do on the channel, hit the like, subscribe and notification button below for all other updates. I will be back here with a brand new video live stream or whatever else I do on this channel. Until then, thank you very much for coming by. This has been Hybridsteel. I'll catch you tomorrow. Not quite sure what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out as I go. Look out on the community tab. I might even ask you for a suggestion. Until then, peace out. Have fun. Enjoy everything you guys do. Have a great rest of your weekend if I don't talk to you again. Stay safe. Bye-bye for now. Whee!